What is going on, everyone? Side Perspectives, giofvcks here, and it's another grand day. I'm outside. I'm about to do a little bit of grocery shopping and then drop the food off, put it up, and head on down to Ann Arbor to meet up with an individual. But yeah, so just got done doing a live stream with one of my mentors. Gosh, it's crazy. I had the privilege of meeting Deb 2015, 2016. And so we were doing an LGBTQ plus Pride, Happy Pride Month live stream. And basically the question was, what does Pride mean to you as an individual? On an individual level. And when I think about Pride, that's what I had like five minutes or so to discuss how I felt about it. So I figured, damn, why not make a video for my main YouTube channel, Side Perspectives, and this will probably also go up on my IGTV. So what does Pride mean to me? Pride means many different things to me. I first want to give gratitude and thanks to the people, the folks, the black folks, the black people, the people of color, the folks of color who literally paved the way for us to have Pride in the first place. Okay? Pride was literally started because police were using excessive force, violence, and harassing LGBTQ people. And a lot of LGBTQ people of color and a lot of LGBTQ people that happen to be black. BLACK, okay? Black Lives Matter. It used to be a time where being gay, being lesbian, being anything other than heterosexual, you would go to jail. You could be arrested. You could be charged with a crime. They would call it sodomy, etc. Sexual lewd misconduct for being gay, being lesbian, being bisexual, being pansexual. Basically, if you wasn't a heterosexual, cisgendered person, you could be locked up. You can go to jail, you could be charged, you could be sent to prison. Also, people were being sent to mental hospitals, and getting lobotomies and all electric shock therapy, and we're still fighting against conversion therapy, which is extremely, extremely detrimental. People have committed suicide and died and suffered greatly because of that. So I think about people like Marsha P. Johnson, a black transgendered woman who was, a very early on civil rights activist, LGBTQ plus activist, but a black LGBTQ plus, a black trans woman who was fighting for justice, equity, and equality, and fighting against oppression and bigotry and homophobia and racism and transphobia, etc. So I think about Bayard Rustin. I think about James Baldwin. I think about Audre Lorde. Think about a lot of people who, you might have heard of them. You might have heard some of their quotes. You might have read some of their books, some of their poetry, some of their works. I think about a Bessie Smith. I think about a Langston Hughes. I think about so many people who poured their talents, gifts, life into our communities, shaped our view of what art is, what music is, what dance is, what style is, what activism is, what words. I mean, they literally added so much wealth of culture to our, lives. Yet a lot of people don't know much about them, or they were purposely removed from discussion once people realized that they were a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Once people realize that they are black and you're black and you're LGBT. I mean, so you think about it. These people were all a part of the LGBTQ plus alphabet gang warrior, whatever you want to call us. And they've contributed so much to society. Like I said, there wouldn't be a march on Washington if it wasn't for Bayard Rustin, and also for the countless other black women, black men, black people that often get left out of discussion when we talk about civil rights and the contributions to society. You know, it's not just about whitewashing. It's also about homophobia and transphobia that pretty much washes away history and makes it seem like only heterosexual and cisgendered people contributed to society, and that is not true. Okay, so another thing that I think about when Pride comes to me, I always want to pay respect and homage to the people that came first, that paved the way. Because without them, I would not be able to exist as I am today. Yes, I have a very long way to go. I'm not, all the way there. But compared to how I used to feel 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I never thought I would ever get to be myself. And this is me. Never thought I'd get to be myself. So I'm thankful for the people that came before me, because again, I wouldn't have the resources, the opportunities, the education, the job, the self-worth, the validation. I wouldn't have any of this to stand where I am today. And then even now, looking at it from a historical appreciation, honoring the great black people who came before us, and the great LGBTQ plus people that came before us, the great people who paved the way. Looking at it now just on my personal experience level, pride to me means I can exist unapologetically, and there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with being a trans man, a transgendered man, and being born intersex, being intersex. There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with being pansexual. There's nothing wrong with, being who you are, And it just means, like, I can be who I am unapologetically. I can validate myself. I know my self-worth. I'm getting better and better each and every single moment, every day. And I have a right to be here. I deserve to be here. I was put here for a reason. And you can't take that away from me. You cannot take my humanity away from me. And I think that is what pride really means to me in the gist, is that you can't take my humanity away from me. Like, I'm here, I'm queer, I'm trans, I'm intersex, I'm black, I'm proud, I'm in debt, I'm here, I'm a human, and this is my birthright. I get to live and exist too, right? My life matters, okay? My black trans life matter. And I also want to say this before I end this video. Black trans women matter. Black trans lives matter. If you're not protecting black trans women, then what the fuck are you doing? Because if black lives matter, then black trans lives matter. If LGBT lives matter, then black lives matter. Okay? We need to be working together. We need to be standing together. We are stronger. We are literally, we're literally stronger together. So if we would work together to fight back against the oppressive ideologies and beliefs and systems, we could literally work together, fight back against oppression, and literally have our own versions of happiness, peace, joy, liberty, justice for all, a little piece of heaven on earth for all of us if we would just work together as a collective society. Because when you're doing good, I'm doing good. And when I'm doing good, you're doing good. I don't want to see any of us going without. All right? So I'm about to end this video. Black Lives Matter. Happy Pride Month. Fight oppression. Fight bigotry. Fight closed-mindedness. And Black trans lives matter.